tonight for this workshop presentation of Frankenstein and the Musical by Kurt H. Sparks. Please silence devices, all of that. If you haven't attended a workshop of a new piece before, a new musical, it takes a lot of work because the cast has to learn a lot of music. So these folks have been hard at work all week, learning like, I don't know, 187 pages worth of music. A lot of it's brand new. In fact, there's a brand new song that's going in tonight that the cast just learned like 30 minutes ago. So what you're going to hear tonight is the first act of the musical, and then selections from the second act. It'll all be roughly 90 to 100 minutes, no intermission, but if you need to get up and go to the bathroom, do your thing. All right, enjoy. Thanks for being here.
Frankenstein, a new musical by Kurt H. Sparks. Upstate New York, 1915.
People who knew him were known to say, yourself in the classroom, but I want you to know that it does not go unnoticed. Children can so cruel to those they don't understand. The truth is, they're jealous of you, I'm sure. It's how you respond to that jealousy. That's what matters most. Oh, are you looking at that? The hummingbird. In fact, and I hope I'm not boring you, in many cultures, they're thought to carry wishes and dreams into the spirit world. What's happened to my house?
I take it you must be Victor Frankenstein.
Where are my parents? They're gone?
Friends up. Sorry.
I tell you it's a pity. I tell you it's a shame. Now, Victor, have you a home? The famous family name. He is a Frankenstein with so much to do. He is a Frankenstein and does he things to do? He takes over all for man you to see exactly what this boy can do. I tell you it's a pity. Frankenstein, show us how to see Frankenstein. Tell the world to be Frankenstein. Who are you to see Frankenstein? Which family's the big Frankenstein? Show us Frankenstein. 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 The story of genius, and there are setbacks, and there are monsters, and there are choices and things to conquer, and it's a love story. That's the name of the game. Frankenstein, show us how to see Frankenstein. The world will be Frankenstein. Show us how to see. Victor, on account of his now rather large inheritance, is sent to the best private university that money could buy. There, he would study biology and begin theorizing the bones of his life work, with which you may be familiar. More importantly, that's where he met Liza, Elizabeth. But everyone called her Liza, for grace.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes.
That music, who composed it?
Well, that depends.
What is it?
Did you like it?
I thought it was very good.
I'm glad to hear that.
Quite moving, actually. And I'm not easily moved.
Oh, you're not.
I'm Victor Frankenstein. It's a pleasure to meet you and hear you play.
Frankenstein. Well, it seems the pleasure is all mine.
I'm sorry.
I don't know a person who hasn't heard of the infamous Frankenstein family.
Credit goes to my parents entirely. I'm currently trying to live up to an impossible legacy.
Well, you certainly got your work cut out for you.
Yes, that's the truth of it. However, I've always felt this enormous sense that I was meant to do something brand new. Something no one's done because no one has thought to try it. The Frankenstein legacy is a burden and a challenge I take on with pride.
And humility, I trust?
A bit. And your name?
Elizabeth Reynolds. But my friends call me Liza.
Can I call you Liza?
You want to be friends?
I do.
Then you can call me Liza. Victor.
You know, my work involves a lot of delayed gratification, but music seems to just, it makes people happy. You make people happy.
Music is a sacred thing.
A ritual.
In a way, yes.
But what is it that touches people like that? Is it the notes from the piano, or is it the woman behind the keys that's really making the music? What's the secret?
It's alive. It's pure. It can breathe. And it helps you explore. Forget your teardrop and your chore. Whose obsession might not stay now. Why just give away your youth? Music is a living proof. It's alive. Breathe it deep. Nothing you have. You want to keep. You're a spirit in a body. You don't belong to anybody. Is any of this making sense?
Yes, what a notion. I can't say in my field we come close to that kind of thing. It's all numbers and trials and
And it's not. But it's hot. It's not hard. It's precise. It's a path, but it's not. Music comes with a price. And the heavy price for the inside of you. Time to start flying. It's a reef with pure pride. We can't deny it's here. Nothing is alive.
it's fascinating.
Oh, please, I've read all night.
I listen all night. Say, would you like to?
Oh, goodness, I know the time at an early hour.
Can we talk again soon? I'm sorry, I just meant dinner. Yes.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes.
We'll be here at 7. I look forward to hearing all about this brand new idea of yours.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, wait, you never told me the composer.
Elizabeth Reynolds. Well, my friends call her Liza.
So, one day I turned into two. It became weeks of meeting with lots of interest. Victor
more death, no more pain. Just life. Just alive. Always.
How would you do it?
I have theories, but no certain answer yet, and I'm stuck.
Well, then we can walk. Take your time. Come on.
Where are we going?
You want a good crowd, or you need something on the floor first?
She leads him toward dancing.
Liza, I can't dance.
Yes, you can. By the way, words like aren't and can't aren't going to be very useful to you anymore.
I don't think I should.
No, yes, no, think, feel.
They dance together, and though he fights it, he eventually gets there. And before he knows it, they're both at it.
Liza, there's something about you. Something that makes me. It's your eyes. There's a spark. And it sets you apart. You make me alive. You make me alive.
The two, enthralled with each other, would marry not a year later. But things would change. Our story shifts 15 years forward. Victor, still working away at his vision, would begin teaching at university while getting some minor funding for his research. Liza would continue composing privately while teaching piano lessons. That brings us to today.
A college lecture hall. I heard he was caught peeping in the girls' dormitory. Well, Metzler told me the other day after the student-faculty meeting agreement.
Well, I heard that he was caught under the desk of Vice Principal Walensky. You know what I mean?
No. Really?
What does he mean?
I honestly heard that.
Bullshit. What does
Honest!
he mean?
From what I hear, it's a whole lot worse than that.
Under the desk of the vice president?
A whole lot.
Tanner, clam up. Elaborate a little, would you?
Yeah, how bad are we talking?
Well, all I know is a few months back, there was this little board meeting where they discussed terminating his position at the university because of an ongoing investigation by the police.
No kidding.
And this investigation consisted of what?
Michael goes up to the chalkboard.
Well, I was talking to Neiman the other day outside of the faculty lounge when we suddenly heard some heated debate.
Over what?
Over Professor Frankenstein, dumbass. And the centerpiece of the debates was whether or not he did it.
Did what?
Michael reveals in big capital letters the word killer on the chalkboard.
You're saying he killed somebody?
Really?
You can ask Neiman. He heard the same thing.
Enough. None of these rumors have any weight to them. At least of all any evidence that Professor Frankenstein is a... You have to erase that before he gets here.
Of course, Teller comes to his defense. You're his little kiss ass. You know, I'm surprised you're not the one rumored to be blowing him under the desk.
Oh my god, that's what he meant. Well, you should be more careful with your words.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know which one of you decided to write that up on the board, but I can tell you if it happens again, I will punish the whole class. Now, take out your journals from last week. I want each of you to read to me what you wrote when pondering the effects of nerve damage in the brain while aging. What does science know about this? What do you personally know about this? If you ever had an elderly member of your family begin slipping up, you might have something interesting to say.
Professor, When do you think we'll start going over something that's present in the curriculum?
Well, is the current assignment too difficult for you?
No, I just don't really see the point of it.
Who agrees with Mr. Loman? Well, if you intend to be a man of science, you need to learn to think. Not just about information written down in neat little books your parents get a lot of money for, but to think about things not written down. You have to learn to step into the unknown and feel around for yourself. Which reminds me, last week we...
Victor.
Albert, this is a surprise.
Yes, I'm sorry. I meant to come before class had started.
Can it wait until after?
I'm afraid not.
Albert?
If you all wouldn't mind stepping outside. Yes, all of you, take your things. As a matter of fact, take the free period. Thank you.
What the hell is that?
We need to talk. I meant to get here before they arrived.
Well, it certainly must be urgent.
It is. I just need a few moments of your time. This won't take long.
Fine.
As you may know,
Oh, since you stopped by, that reminds me. Did you get my letter last week?
Letter? I don't believe so.
I left it at Laura's desk. She said she'd give it to you.
I did not receive it.
Well, then it's good you're here.
Yes, well, about that.
I need more funding for my research.
10 months and nothing to show for it. Not so much as a published paper.
I couldn't afford to give anything away too soon.
Listen, you're not a magician. You're a scientist.
All my work up till this point has been purely theoretical. But now,
Victor, please.
now I am ready to test it.
You've lost your mind. Lost your way. Say things to these students no other professor would say.
I'm opening their minds to new ideas. Actually, new ideas. I'm teaching them that there may be more to science. No, there is more to science than what's in these textbooks.
They bring the ideas they know from the basics. Frankly, they're different. Strongly suggestious.
Really? Take a look at this. This week's graded exams. Look at Teller's grade.
Mr. Frankenstein, one-star pupil does not.
Albert, this is about more than the students. This is about the big picture, the future. I have planning for testing just needs investing. Imagine the university, imagine the notoriety, shaped by a brilliant, put all your faith in me, be a member of humanity's destiny. Can't you see? Aren't you racing? There's your machine which is there for the taking.
Enough. Listen, Victor. I really didn't come here to argue.
That's comforting enough.
It doesn't bring me any joy to have to look at these schools.
So long.
He wanders the hallways, not often, but always. He never goes wrong. The students are hurting like ants.
He's talking and thinking of all of us. Maybe I'm
Across the
wrong.
school,
There's nowhere to go.
and the danger. What? Shoot, ready, yeah?
I can't be going up.
I can't be going.
That man is a problem. His next year's ass is short. He's not been read. He's sent.
I'm working the lines.
That man is a monster. He doesn't live on Earth. Well, and your obsession is your reason to continue that betrayal. You can't expect to not be called strange and depressed and dangerous and obsessed.
Very good again. Can I tell you something else? You know, there's really two paths to take in music. The road of wrong notes, pauses, and stumblings, and the road of practice, skill, and academic mastery.
Well, Mrs. Frankenstein, I'd like to be honest with you. While I know my mother pays an awful lot of money for these lessons, when I'm home alone and I'm supposed to be practicing my scales, well, I really don't. Not at all, actually.
I can tell.
I make things up instead.
Really?
So, if I had to choose, then I choose the wrong note path. If that's all right.
If that's all right. My dear, that is the path of a true artist.
Can I play you one of my songs?
Victor, hello, darling. I wasn't expecting you home so early.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Disappoint me. Don't be silly. I'm just glad they let you come home a little early. But this is Alice, one of my pupils.
Hello, Mr. Frankenstein.
Goodness, seeing you here reminds me how often you're gone. It feels like they never let you leave.
What?
Well, you're always there.
I'm always working.
Agreed.
No, I mean, no one's keeping me there. The work keeps me there. My research.
Of course.
At least it did.
Of course, dear. Let's not argue.
I wasn't arguing.
Of course.
I really wasn't, though, was I?
Now we've come home in a bad mood today, haven't we?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Why don't you relax? I'm sure you've had a busy day. I'm still finishing up with Alice. And then later we'll go to Belmont. We'll have dinner and a few laughs and dancing.
Oh, please.
Come on.
I hate dancing.
Alice, why don't you keep playing with your scales? I can't wait to show you the dress I just picked up today. It's red, but not too red. Perfect for dancing. Very
I
flexible.
won't do it.
And I heard the food there is simply to die for.
I really won't like.
We'll talk about it later, okay? See if we're feeling up to it. That's lovely, dear. Just keep going like that. Let's have a try at C minor, though. Alice is very special.
I'm a beginner at science.
I've been mentoring her for a few months now.
And she can't play her scales.
Scales are gone.
I mean, aren't the notes right there in front of her?
Yes, but Victor.
She can't read music, can she?
Victor.
I'm blind, sir.
Alice, dear, why don't you go downstairs and wait, and I'll reschedule with your mother when she gets here, all right? Help yourself to a snack.
Thank you, ma'am. Goodbye, Mr. Frankenstein.
In this house, the walls come alive with the whispers of servants as they chatter outside the door.
What you heard or you thought
beautiful, but it's still noise.
Ladies and gentlemen of the radio broadcast, we will now treat you with a song of nuptial frustration and self-denial. Please listen closely to Liza's lament.
Victor doesn't dance with me. Victor is too smart to see that the crowd is wanting her, that he makes himself strange.
shouldn't yell. I should go to her, apologize. How can they be so blind? Will no one understand until it's standing right in front of them?
As in all good ghost stories, we now present Victor with some guidance beyond the grave. Presenting Margaret and Frederick Frankenstein.
Hello, darling.
Son. It's so good to see you.
He's so handsome, isn't he
I
handsome?
miss you both so much.
And we miss you.
We think of you every day and hope for your success.
I understand you've run into some trouble at work.
A forced resignation?
A thrown together scandal is what it is.
A half-assed attempt at ruining you.
And your potential.
Yes. It's all been quite overwhelming.
Well, of course it has.
So, what do you plan to do next?
Next? I don't know. All that time I spent at the university gaining ground, making connection, gone. Wasted. All my research and theories for nothing.
Who says?
They forced me out. I can't get any funding for testing, and no one would respect me enough after this to invest without a university backer.
My, they've really done a number on you, haven't they?
Boxed up your free spirit.
What do you mean? What other options do I have but
But you gave up?
see?
How to proceed?
You learn nothing from us. It becomes what you make it. If you want something, then you take it. Boy.
Relax.
Regress.
Think outside the box.
You become a laughing
And
stock.
become the one who wants. Oh, no, no, not yet.
What's that?
So good to see you, sports.
You have to go now.
No, not yet. This is so much.
Remember what we said, and always remember, you're important.
Mother! Only dreams, just a blurry vision. Now they're gone, leaving me a mission. What to do? And for what to do? Right now, who's the fight now? I'm like now. Pretend I do not
Sure.
Please, provide me with some context.
Please don't report me. I swear I only have the best of intentions.
Why are you holding my research files?
I must say you really built something here. The work is beautiful.
You read my journal.
I didn't mean to be invasive, but after hearing you in class, I knew you must have been hinting at a much bigger theory than you let on.
How did you get into it?
A few months ago, I made a duplicate copy for
You made a copy of my key.
Yes.
How did you?
It's actually very easy. I can show you.
Why did you?
Please don't yell at me. I'm so sorry. I have very sensitive hearing, and I'm so sorry.
All right, I'm not yelling. Just tell me why you did all this.
Because these are probably the most important advancements in science since ever.
You understood it all.
I devoured it all. You really tapped into the core of the issue.
You haven't told anyone, have you?
All due respect, you and I are probably the only people intellectually capable of understanding this.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but it's time to go for both of us.
So are you going to test it?
No more questions.
No, I've read it all. It's ready. It's ready, Professor.
The situation is such that I cannot test it at this time. Now please tell her.
Because they're sourcing you out? That's the word going around. Professor, this is too important to be set back by the university alone.
Tell her, please. You're in over your head.
Forget splitting the atom. This is biblical. This is Adam and Eve. This is God's dominion. I mean, this is where the beginning and end meet.
It's purely theoretical.
You have someone to help you.
What?
Do you have a team?
No,
Then you need me.
no, this doesn't concern me. And as much as I like you as a student, you're not ready for something like this.
I was top of my class. At Berkeley, with a record like that, I'd surely be of some use in your noble pursuit, which I fully support and would give all my time to. I have no friends, I have no mother, I have no work, I must discover. The findings exactly the map is like poetry, yet right now they want approach to me. That's a joke. I've overstepped. I understand that. I want to resign. I believe that. Because of the things you can do, we are sure to get through. There's something next to you. Before it's ready. To death. What an undertaking. Introduce this all out. People breaking. Which, to be fair, I am a rule follower. However, in the name of science, I'm willing to lead bounds above the current institutions of law if that's what it takes.
I'm sorry, fella. I'm not looking for a partner. I don't need my research being weighed down by any young egos trying to make a name for themselves. There are other things to be explored. Finally, goodbye.
I just need a start, just like all of us do. I have my own ideas too. Let me help me help you, help me help
I understand, I do. I just think I need something more.
I'm not denying that I'm not the best. Just look around. There's nobody left. My passion is being so please, pretty please, say yes. Fine. Yes. I'm going to regret this.
Let's hope not. First we set the lab, then I publish my theory for everyone to read.
But we don't even know if it'll work yet.
It's going to work. And publishing the paper will pique the interest of the scientific community. By the time we get all their heads turned, they'll have something to look at. We're investing in the work.
Then what?
Then, well, then we select a subject.
But how are we going to do that?
I have an idea. Help me get all these files.
The science community thumbs through Victor's publication
science.
Fuck is this shit? This is ludicrous. There goes his career. Could this be possible? Is this still Well, I think that's the last we'll be hearing from the Frankenstein legacy. This can't be right. This can't be possible. See, we must be losing such faces of all. This is an ethical borderline dangerous. We should all have a this.
He's right.
Back in the Frankenstein States.
Liza, there you are. You look fantastic today. Isn't she glowing?
I put a bus.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, of course, introduction. Liza, this is James Teller, one of my former students. How do you do? He's going to be helping me for a while with some exciting new projects in the works.
Pleasure to meet you.
So I plan to use the basement as a private sort of laboratory for now, if that's all right.
Whatever you need.
Perfect. Teller, bring the rest of these suites downstairs, would you?
Yes, sir.
It was nice to meet you. I heard you published a paper with some reputable scientific journal.
Yes. And in a few months, we'll go to the city to confirm the promises made by that very paper.
City.
Yes. To the World Science Convention, of course.
I'm impressed.
So happy to hear that. Your support is everything. Listen, I know I haven't been myself lately, but I have a feeling things are going to be changing.
Darling,
Yes, sir.
are you feeling alright?
You're bored. You really are alone.
It would be wise for our listeners to know collecting the human subject is a tricky task unless you know where to look. And it is best to get a peek before they're buried in the ground. I present a funeral scene and a shopping list.
All right. Who's up first?
Peter Dunwich, age 65.
Cause of death?
Died of a heart attack.
I know who we appointed.
I'm worried.
Oh, yes. Remember, you want to be a part of this. Let's get a better look at it.
I'll miss you every day.
that, it's a chemical compound. It's all very potent, but we're just running a few more tests.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll just open up a few more windows just to air out the
No,
sun.
you can't do that. I mean, if the neighbors complain, someone might come, and then the endless questions, of course. You understand, don't you?
Of course.
Right. Excuse me, tell us, lady.
I just finished taking the inventory for last week. Good. I also have a sketch, a draft, really, of the, shall we say, the blueprints of the thing.
Let's see.
Is that your wife keeping down?
Blueprints, tell us.
Is everything all right?
Afraid not. This is not at all an issue.
Oh. So what's wrong with it?
The eyes must be perfect, the color may vary. He shouldn't be hairless, I shouldn't be hairy. His hair should be like mine. His brows should high. Jawline should be strong, tighten up that in my care. You're doing this all wrong. Let me show you where.
Yes, and what about the brain?
Yes, the trouble is the brain. That does pose an undeniable problem. We'll look into it tonight after Liza goes to bed.
Fine.
Have a meeting at 5, Daniel Byrne.
Do what? The Daniel Berger?
Yes, you stay down here, and if all goes well, we will come down.
I get to meet the Daniel Berger?
You're saying the as if it were his first name. But yes, if all goes well.
But what about Liza?
I will worry about Elizabeth. She has a book club at 5. She loves to read.
Good luck at the meeting.
So, walk me through it one more time, Victor.
Reanimation. Not momentary, not waves of shock through a carcass. A living, breathing person who was previously otherwise.
And you found some tangible way to do this?
I am.
And ethical?
You don't believe it when you're done.
I think you have a lot to live up to. And making mythical promises is not the way to achieve that.
I'm about to make a breakthrough that will change the course of history.
God, man, haven't you an ounce of humility? Or common sense?
I'm sorry, but I have to speak to you this way, as it seems the only way to get through to you, Daniel.
Through to me. You can't bring people back from the dead.
Wrong! You can't! Nobody else can! I can!
So you've done it then? Where is it? Where's the proof, Victor? Are you still a scientist? Let's see some damn
I
evidence.
haven't tested it yet.
You published a paper knowing full well what you're about to attempt is going to be the biggest failure of the century.
The paper was a promise. I'm going to do this. Daniel, it's going to work. I want your support.
Ah, so that's what this is. You want someone to back you. Say maybe. Just maybe it works.
People sooner or later are going to see this as the future. They're going to see it works. But yes, it would be easier if you showed a little support for my work in the public eye.
What happened to you?
Daniel,
No, really. When did things go wrong? Now I hear you're fired from the university.
I
for
resigned.
some- See, that doesn't make sense either.
it doesn't need to make sense. None of this does. Just trust me and support me.
You're putting me in an impossible situation here.
When you were starting some research for some very experimental, I might add, weapons for the war, I supported you in the community. When people talked unethical, I talked back on your behalf. I trusted you. I supported you. I didn't question you on whether or not the thing was worth doing.
And that was when your word had weight. You need to look around, listen to what people are
I
saying.
don't care what people have to say. I care about doing. You used to as well.
We're not crazy schoolboys running around with beakers and textbooks anymore. We aren't doing exams in the morning and chasing girls in the evening. We're scientists now. And that comes with responsibility. And a reputation to uphold. Reputation is everything. And if you want to bring something back from the dead, I suggest you start with your reputation.
The work is everything. The ideas are everything. And I've considered myself a dedicated man of science long before a diploma was in my hand.
The rumors, though, Victor. God, the things I've heard
I don't
about
want to
you.
talk about that. I didn't bring you here to talk about that.
Graveyard incident, that's what they've been calling it. What were you thinking?
Just a few words in the published journal.
Digging up bodies in the middle of the
A
night.
note from you is all it would require.
Whose bodies were they? They said they found you sobbing over them like a madman.
A few lines about how I should go further.
Right who they think they were?
Further. Listen to me.
No, you listen to me. Your parents are gone. It's terrible, but there's no going back, and you can't ruin yourself.
You will not
over
talk
their
about my
loss.
parents. Rumors, damn it. Rumors with no proof. Isn't that what you care about? Proof?
I know you plan to attend the World Science Convention next month. Granted, this thing works, which it won't. All the same, I expect to see you there to accept your praise or your ridicule. Give my best to Elizabeth. Sorry I missed her. Good luck with what you plan to do, and goodbye.
Daniel, you owe me.
Sorry, Victor. I can't ruin myself alongside
Get the lab ready. Now! Right goddamn now! Get everything we have on the table. It's time for the world to wake up.
Well, that's exactly what they did. They stitched together what they had. And as the sky got darker and the thunder got loud, the sunlight went back and the servants all proud. Upstairs you could hear the pattern repeat as they all knew something dark was beginning down below.
Eyes must be perfect, but the color may vary.
I crept up there, Victor, like a rat deer.
Some men will be firm on the light of the moon. My patient who once were with us.
Victor,
I'll be to bed a little late tonight.
I'll wait for you.
No! I mean, you don't have to do that, dear. I'll be a while.
Are you all right?
Of course. I love you.
I love you too.
John. Sir, a few more weeks would really make all the difference, I think.
Wondering?
No, I just thought.
I'm here. This is my life's work. It's ready. Start the machine. Ready? Ready.
Maybe the storm interfered with them. The doctor, were his hands always clenched like that? What's it doing?
It's recognizing me.
Why did he notice you?
Because he does. I agree.
Isn't that right?
Yes. I made you.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Come. The creature begins to walk toward Victor, and Teller comes from behind and pushes the creature into the closet.
Why do you do it? Ever seen something so remarkable in your life?
And that thing was trying to kill us both.
I was right. I was right. Oh, God, do you know what this means? That man in there is my cage forever. The world itself will never be the same again.
That thing is no man, it's horrible.
Now what to do? We'll go to the World Science Convention. We'll bring the creature. Oh, can you even imagine Werner's face when he sees what we've done?
What we've done is an abomination.
What we've done is to save the world. This means winning, winning like humanity has never known.
You have to be kidding. You call that thing winning?
I made life.
Lost your mind. Lost your way. Imagine the world got. Imagine what people will say.
Stan wanted to be a part of this.
I wanted an opportunity. I didn't need to know things. And now I'll be dead for all I did helping you.
We will be praised for what we've accomplished.
No one can know. No one can see. Know what to do.
I thought you were different. I thought you wanted to walk into the unknown. I'll admit the brain is not ideal, but now we know it can be done, and we can keep doing it. We'll get a better brain. We'll work on the kinks together.
We have no choice. And we have to kill him. It's the only option. It's the only way to reverse it. God, don't you want to save your soul?
My soul. You said you wanted this. You begged me. You were the only one.
I agreed to this because I never thought it would actually work. I just wanted to work with you in the lab because I admired you.
Now,
And now I realize I made a mistake. We have to kill him. Of course, when this all started, I thought that maybe he's on to something. The map was too perfect, too elegant. But I believed that no mortal man could create life. But when God intervened, well now I have to intervene. If you let that family govern the world, you'll be effectively destroying the world. People will accept the novelty of it and reject the reality of it. And the events will be set in motion that has hurt so many people. Unless you do that. Unless that's what you want to know. What?
we have to destroy it. You're right. It's wrong. It's a mistake.
How are we going to do it?
Victor grabs a syringe.
This will make them fall unconscious almost instantly. You open the door when I say so. Swing it open quickly and I'll inject him. All right?
All right.
Good. Ready?
Ready.
Now, tell us what you are. Rushes out at Victor.
Now! Victor!
Victor does not move. Charges at him.
Help! Victor!
Victor watches Teller being murdered by the creature.
The following action taken were deemed to be too gruesome for our viewers this evening. So we will spare you the bloody details. However, you should know that Victor's creation did get the brain it deserved that night. But the young and wide-eyed Teller would not live to see the second attempt. The doctor, being as resourceful as he was, hated to see any good parts go to waste. James Teller's mind would live on in Frankenstein's greatest invention. This radio broadcast would like to thank you for your patience, and we will now resume.
Saved the world, tell us things are in order.
Good luck.
Victor. Okay.
Victor Frankenstein.
Albert,
Put her there, old friend.
it's good to see you again.
And you? How are things?
How are things? Since the last time you saw me?
Keeping yourself busy?
Quite.
Albert told me you resigned from the university.
Is that what he told you?
I'm sure there's plenty of institutions that would welcome you with open...
Did you read the paper?
the paper you published? Yes.
And?
And so did I.
What did you think?
Very interesting.
I've been meaning to give it a reread, actually.
Cut the shit. You believe me now?
Victor, after reading that paper, I don't know why you decided to show your face here tonight.
Let's all keep our composure.
They've all read it. Why embarrass yourself anymore?
Danny, please.
And to think all that wasted potential, all the things you could have done, we could have done together.
What we need is some drinks.
Maybe it's best your parents didn't live to see this.
They were. You heard me, you old fool. And I'm going to prove it. We'll see who's on the cover of the newspaper tomorrow morning. Victor.
And now we'll hear from tonight's guest speaker,
Yes, speaker.
a man who has a big promise to make good on. Please welcome Mr. Frankenstein.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Victor Frankenstein. And I have been working since the day my dearly departed parents passed. The cure for the condition that the human race has seemed to accept as the only option. Death. Today marks a day in history which you are all now a part of. Behold, the first man to be brought back from the dead with human hands. I give you the greatest. Show us. Show us. Finish. Show us. Finish of my life.
Frankenstein's a genius,
And now we're going to give you just a little taste of Act 2 because it won't be too long right now, but it's not done yet. So we'll look at it. So tonight we're going to show you 3 things. One, you remember the blind girl Caroline played. She teaches the creature to read and speak in Act 2, and they kindle a relationship, a friendship. So we're going to see that song where they connect, and then we're going. All right, here we go.
I told my mother I needed to be alone with her. I like to go here. It's quiet. Secluded. Anyway, she'll be back in an hour, so we better get started. Here you go. I've heard this book so many times I've almost memorized it. I want you to have it. One day you'll be able to read it to me. For now, let's start with the basics.
song literally an hour before you got here, so it's really nice. All the boys are going to perform for you a scene between the creature and Victor.
Oh my God. You're alive.
You sound surprised.
You can't
Speak. Yes. No thanks to you.
You fled.
Many weeks I stayed in your cellar. All the while you did not bother to teach me.
I visited you every night. Fed you. I brought you water.
Yes. You prolonged my existence, but you failed to provide an explanation for it.
You wouldn't have understood. Your mind was not ready to bear the weight.
Of what? Knowing what I am.
Yes.
I have learned to read. I was taught by a young child with golden hair and foggy eyes.
Alice,
Yes, that was her name.
what have you done with her?
No, 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 you do not question me! If there is blame to be blamed for any horrors in my existence, let the blood trickle down on you.
I'm not responsible for you.
No! You deny me decency at every chance!
What is it you want?
I was unaware that I was a monster. When I was born, I remember a great flash of light, so bright and warm in your face. And it was then that I knew you as my creator, as a god. And my body ached so badly, and I howled through the night for you, but you wouldn't come. It wasn't until I saw true beauty that I realized I was created without it. I learned to speak and read. And so I read of other gods who made other men, and those stories seem so different to mine.
You're better than different. You're a milestone. You are a great triumph. With you I have proven that death is not the end. You are alive. Look at you. Speaking and moving. You are...
I am something twisted. I am a great wretched thing, and I am different from all other known creation. A God makes Adam his most perfect and gentle hands. He makes him in his own glorious image. He loves Adam for all he is, like a son. How lucky. But me and my God have a different arrangement, don't we? I am a beast created by a temporary little God, and I am crafted and squeezed and stitched together by imperfect hands. Like Adam, I am made in the image of my God, but instead of acceptance or love, I am hated for it. I am the hate you know all too well, Doctor. I am disgusting for being nothing more than the mirror you look into for a peek at your soul. Right?
No.
Right?
No!
No. Does this disfigured carcass not remind you of it? Do you see me and resume yourself? Or could you learn to look at me like a true God does his invention, not as a man would? Look not at me, but deep inside. See me as a friend, a brother. Love me like a
There
son.
are no true gods. None worth admiring at least. You should consider yourself lucky. I didn't waste your time telling you what you were. I gave you freedom to become anything.
Lies. I did not need you to tell me what I am. The world has told me what I am. I ask you why I am.
You want to know why I made you? I made you to save the world, or at least prove that it could be done. I made you to prove that we are more powerful than anything.
We or you.
You ran away from me already. Why come back now?
Because I need you. Just like you need me.
You want something.
I am lonely. I ask for no less than any man would desire.
Companionship.
Yes. And companionship you will provide me.
Ready, Miss Boyd.
You fancy yourself Prometheus. I can see that now. You have plundered your way through heaven, and what have you brought back for humanity? Nothing short of every god. I told you you weren't one of them. I never wanted this. All this beautiful majesty, this glorious estate, this house, and all the noise from
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you.